What's happening, guys? We hopping straight into this video. R6, boys. That mother sucker clean, huh? As you guys can see over here, there is no longer a dirt bike over there. My garage was broken into and my dirt bike was stolen. Haven't seen none of the parts for sale, haven't seen the bike for sale. Police haven't said anything, the apartment hasn't said anything, so I'm just gonna take it as a loss. You know, it is what it is. I wasn't just a target, there was about 20 other garages that were broken into, and this is how they got into them. There's this emergency wire that hooks up to over there, and basically if you lose your garage door opener or the power goes out, there's a master key on the other side. You pop the lock out and you can pull this and that'll manually open the garage. So there was no forced entry, they didn't pick the lock, it wasn't broken or nothing, they simply had a key and literally just popped open all the garages. So a little fishy, but what can you do? So definitely disconnected that. That shit's not gonna happen. I'd rather lose my garage door opener and have my shit stuck in my garage versus have it popped open again and something stolen out of it. So I'm probably gonna throw some cameras in here too, just because, even though they won't be able to open the garage, but just in case. Shit blows, man. They didn't take anything else besides the bike. There wasn't really much of anything else that was actually valuable. They left my gloves. Thanks, guys, appreciate it. These are actually really nice gloves, so thank you for leaving my gloves. They left my boots. They left my detail spray, and they left my jack stand, so appreciate you guys for not taking that. What I thought was actually pretty funny, obviously this was all in a mess because they were going through it. This was like, they had this like way over there somewhere, and they probably thought they got lucky, but actually inside of here is my stock Corvette radio. So they just tossed that shit to the side. They're like, oh hell no. Nah. So yep, they simply just walked out with my bike, bro. It's crazy. It was a 2010 YZ450F. It had quite a few parts on it. All in total, the bike was worth about $4,500, $5,000. So it was a complete loss. They said they wouldn't cover licensed vehicles, but I told them it's an off-road vehicle, and they were like, oh, we'll probably cover it then. They called me back and they were like, no, we're not gonna cover it. So if one thing that life has taught me when it comes to taking losses, you just have to overlook it, do something more positive and something that'll make you feel better about the situation. And we here. So this is my 2010 Yamaha R6. If you guys know anything about bikes, as you can tell, it's not stock. There is a few goodies on it. There was a few things on it when I got the bike. I have already actually did a few things that I didn't record, you know, it was small stuff. I added this carbon fiber piece here. I added the decals on the wheels. I added these carbon fiber frame sliders. We have a smoke double bubble windscreen. What it did come with is steering stabilizer. It came with the levers. I added the bar ends. It came with the whole Vortex peg brake shifter setup. Full straight pipe Yoshi exhaust. You know that carbon fiber is my thing, man. Has front and rear racing rotors. It does have a power commander. We got some more carbon fiber back here. Stupid clean. Has decently low miles for a 2010. It has 11,000 miles. There's actually a lot of bikes out there that have a lot of miles, man. People be riding. Like, I've seen a ton of bikes with like 40, 50K. I'm like, god damn, you guys must have back problems, because sheesh, that is miles right there. But this thing is extremely clean. From what I can see, I don't think it's ever actually been dropped. So it runs really good, seems pretty healthy, and I got to test it out with a high horsepower car, and this thing's pretty quick. It's definitely faster than a stock 600 for sure. Plus I got that rider mod, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the thing runs really good, it's healthy, it seems pretty fast. I feel like it could use a tune or just have someone play with the power commander. I had a Gixxer 600 before for a little bit, got rid of it. Right away, the main difference that I noticed between an R6 and a Gixxer 600, the Gixxer has way more mid and low end power. Like, you punch it, like the front end just wants to come up, like every time. But this one is like all top end. It redlines about 17,000, 17.5. You'll be on the throttle and you'll look down and you'll feel like you have to shift, but you still have more RPM. So it's like, this shit just goes forever. The Gixxer would be like a supercharged car, and the R6 would be like a big single turbo car. So it's like, it's just all top end, you know what I'm saying? but like you don't have the low end. And I kind of like that because when you're riding normal, you kind of don't ride fast. It's like if you want to ride this bike fast, you kind of have to try. The thing with the Gixxer, it's just like all the power is in the mid and the low end, so it just seems like you're always riding it fast, like for no reason. But this one, you just really just be cruising unless you actually want to ride it fast. So those are the main differences that I noticed right away. When you're in that high RPM on this bike though, the thing sounds amazing, bro. It sounds like one of those MotoGP bikes. I'm gonna have to get some kind of flyby so you guys can hear this thing. But it sounds really good, it runs really good. So far I'm super happy with it. It's really, really fun to ride. I'm not 100% sure what size sprockets it has, but it does have gears. So I know that actually does make a difference. So it's basically a full bolt-on geared bike. I'm really, really curious to see what this thing puts down. So most likely I feel like I am gonna get a tune for it. I'm gonna take this to my bull, have him re-clear it for me. Really like the only flaw that it has is just this part right here. I have him repaint this. This is like the only flaw the bike has. I was gonna repaint this and the side fairing right here gloss black, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just like the flap. So I'm gonna have him redo this one, the other one, and this rear piece for me. I have the seat delete that's already carbon fiber. I just don't wanna put it on right now because this looks like ass, so I'll just wait. Like I said, I already did most of what you see. I should have recorded it, but it's cool. Honestly, I really wasn't planning on posting this bike. I was kind of gonna just keep it low key and just enjoy it, but I figured, I know there's a lot of bike lovers out there, it's content, and it was a replacement for my dirt bike, so you know, why not? I could have a lot more fun on this and I could use it a lot more versus the dirt bike. I had to throw that shit in a truck, drive an hour away and go ride in the dirt. So, I gotta let you guys hear the Tome. Bike does have HIDs. It's obviously cold, so I'm not gonna rev it. But yeah, the thing sounds really good. I probably will buy some new tires soon. They're not bad, but the rear one has like a little flat spot. I don't know if you guys can. You can actually smoothen that out by just taking some turns and stuff. But I kind of don't like the design of this tires. Like maybe a few more tiny little parts. I ordered this front fairing piece in carbon, but they actually sent me blue carbon. So I'm just gonna sell that one. And I already bought the other one, so I'm waiting for that piece to come in carbon. And really that's it. I honestly hate the way mirrors look, but I don't like the way that the bar end mirrors look, so probably just keep them. I mean, you don't really need them. Even though every time I get over, I still look back. It is still nice just to have those, you know, just in case. You can always kind of have your eye on what's behind you. But yeah, that's gonna be that. I'm gonna go slap my gear on. We're gonna go hit the gas station. We're gonna go out for a little cruise. Fool. I wonder how many people thought they put their kickstand down and just dropped the bike, bro. You probably dropped this shit right on your leg. You know how bad that would hurt? Woo. No bueno. Hell no. No goddamn 87. What's up, Mike? I need that fade. Put your big ass on that 750. That's just more like a 400. Man, it is such a nice day. Look at that view. So whether you guys are watching this from out of the country, out of the state, yeah, this is Southern California. Like, this is 10 minutes away from where I live. We have tons of windy roads. There's mountains everywhere. But the only thing that sucks about most of our mountain roads is the asphalt is terrible. When it comes to canyons and stuff, I'm a noob at riding, so I kind of know my limits. I don't really be trying to push it because most bikers crash in the canyons. So I'm not trying to lay this pretty ass thing down. This shit is too nice. The asphalt is terrible. I mean, think about it. If you're taking a corner and you hit something like this, like, it's just too sketch. I think Highway 2 or like Angeles Crest is a little bit better, but if it's like brand new pavement, it's a lot more safer. You feel a lot more comfortable riding on it. But this stuff right here, there's just too much uneven pavement and gravel, so I just be chilling, taking it easy. I'd be cruising, man. One thing I like about riding, man, it gets your mind off everything because you're just so focused on riding and just being careful. Like, you don't think about anything. The only thing you're thinking about is not hitting that pavement. I stay away from cars as much as possible. 9 times out of 10, it's not the rider, it's the drivers. People just don't pay attention. I mean, when you're driving a car, people don't pay attention. So the last thing they're thinking about is a bike, you know what I'm saying? So for all my riders out there, anybody that wants to get a bike or anything like that, just be super, super careful. Just always ride like you're invisible to other people. Don't expect everyone to see you because they don't. Gotta be super, super careful. These things are dangerous. But man, what a view. It's so nice out. Damn, is that a powder coated sub rim? I ain't gonna lie, it's looking hot. always fall out. Damn it. Feels hella good outside. Like the weather is like unmatchable. Especially with the heat of the bike.